I was, as always, peacefully watching some YouTube videos late at night when a video from a YouTuber named Souls King popped up on my homepage, but in its Spanish version, since yes, I'm a Spanish speaker. I clicked on it out of pure curiosity because the video was titled The Most Absurd Build in Elden Ring. Scarlet Dragon destroys everything. Or in English, the most cheesy Elden Ring build of all time. Scarlet Dragon, wreck everything. Needless to say, both the quality of the build and the video itself are somewhat questionable. But I won't keep you waiting any longer. Let's get right into the video so we can properly analyze it and correct a few things that could be more useful. The two builds presented in the video are Uchigatana, Rivers of Blood build with Dragon Communion incantations, and Blasphemous Blade with the same incantations. The first and most critical issue. It lacks a minimum of 60 vigor, making it an easy target for regular enemies, bosses, and other players.
You guys must actually be Oh God!
The second problem is that both builds are poorly organized and planned. They spread their damage too thin by using too many different elements. For example, in the build that includes Dragon Head incantations with katanas, the stats are spread across Strength, Dexterity, Faith, and Arcane. This results in an overload of different damage types, ultimately making the build ineffective. So, here's my proposal to optimize them as much as possible and make them more useful. And let's be honest, most of these choices were just for spamming. Let's adjust things so players can actually learn how to play properly and not be so easy to defeat. Before I forget, like a typical spellcaster with a touch of L2 spamming, Souls King has 0 endurance, meaning he can't wear heavy armor or carry much weight in terms of weapons. Personally, I see this as a major issue. So we'll be adding some endurance to allow for heavier gear and turn you into an unstoppable machine. But before I start explaining, I'm bringing in someone who will teach us how to create a good build. In this case, one that she likes, and will also showcase it. So, I'll leave you in the hands of Liliana of Mira.
Hello guys, it's me, Liliana of Mira. Yes, we're going to talk about stats in Elden Ring. Let's start with figure. So, for figure, at least you need 40 for mid-game, and then 60 for endgame. Mine. Well, for mine you need at least 30 or 40 if you are a caster. For endurance, you need at least 20, 30, and maybe 40 and 50. This one depends on if you want to wear some heavy armor or have a heavy weapons. Because, well, yeah, you need at least around those numbers. You don't need more than 50, I guess. Alright, for strength, you need at least 59 to 66. That's all you need. And if you put more, I guess there's no comeback, like there's no benefit. Same way and as the other stats, if you put too much, like more than, let's say, more than 60 figure, you will not receive more, XP or health. So let's go over to dexterity now. For dexterity, you need at least 66 or 70. It's not much, to be honest, unless you want to go full grass cannon. And what I will recommend for dexterity is to just stay at 66 or 70. Intelligence. For intelligence, you need at least around 55 to 80. But if you want to do like a hybrid strength or dex intelligence, you need to put 50-50 into both stats. But if you want to go pure intelligence, you can go 80, I guess, and go, crazy about it. But then forget the level figure to at least 60 to survive a lot of stuff, And faith. For faith, you need like around the same as intelligence, 55 to 80. And it has the same thing, for the hybrid stuff. Basically just put 50-50. For arcane is around 55. And if you put more, there's no benefit at all because arcane kinda relies on status build up. So most of the time for arcane is that it's kinda like a hybrid also. So you put like 50 dex or 50 strength and then 50 arcane or 55 arcane, I guess. Yeah, that depends on the weapons too. So if you have like a strength arcane weapons, then you need to have 50 strength and then 55 arcane. The same goes for the dex arcane. And yes, that's all you need. Actually, then you can put the points into the other stats like vigor or endurance or mind. That is up to you. Let's go back to Lao Senpai. I think my part is done here. And yes, make sure to subscribe to my channel. And yeah, of course to leave a like or dislike on this video. And see you.
Thank you so much for the help and demonstration, Lily. Well then, without further delay, I'll now show you my proposal to improve Souls King's builds. The only thing I won't do is a demonstration of the build. That way, I'll avoid more comparisons with only waifu, and honestly, I don't have the time or energy for it. So, it'll be up to you to test it out and leave a comment on whether it works or not. Let's start with the stat distribution needed for this build, which I've carefully prepared for you. First and foremost, as I've mentioned before, we need 60 vigor. This will allow us to withstand more hits and trade blows with other players. And obviously we will also need 15 mind, 40 endurance to equip solid armor and have a good amount of stamina. 12 strength. Just enough to wield our dexterity-based weapons. 60 dexterity, 7 intelligence, 25 faith, and 60 arcane. We will be using the prophet class. Now, what talismans will we use for this build? Well, I won't lie to you. I'm not really the type to switch up talismans much, as you might have noticed in my other videos. So I'll just recommend the ones I use the most. It's up to you if you want to swap them out for others to suit your playstyle. The first talisman, the one I use the most and, in my opinion, the most important, is the Crimson Amber Medallion +3, which increases our max HP by 10%. Another talisman we'll be using is Erdtree's Favor +2, which raises max HP 4%, stamina 10%, and equip load 8%. As you can see, it's incredibly useful. Bowgoat's talisman increases max poise by 33%. The two-handed sword talisman boosts damage for two-handed weapons. However, it only applies to weapons that can be wielded with both hands, so it won't work with weapons like spiked fists or similar types. Some other useful talismans that I always keep equipped in my inventory, just in case, include Blessed Dew Talisman, Blessed Blue Dew Talisman, Crimson Seed Talisman +1, Clarifying Horn Charm +2, Immunizing Horn Charm +2, Stalwart Horn Charm +2, Sharded Alexander Red Feathered Branch Sword, Blue Feathered Branch Sword, Ritual Sword Talisman, Ritual Shield Talisman, and Godskin Swaddling Cloth. You reached the end of this video. What did you think? Do you like it? Personally, I'm really happy with how it turned out. Honestly, watching Souls King's video, and a few others, really frustrated me because, in my opinion, his builds are poorly put together. So, I hope this video helps you learn a little about how to create better builds, and that the ones I've shown here prove useful to you. I also want to give a big thank you to Lily for helping with a huge part of this video and to all of you for watching. Remember, if you'd like to support me, you can check out my Ko-fi or Patreon and subscribe. But if that's not possible, leaving a like, comment, and subscribing really helps. Also, as you may have noticed, I give a heart to most comments. So, if you want one, drop a comment below. With that said, I'm signing off. See ya!